Howdy.
What's going on, guys?
Not much. How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Been a while.
I know it. You've been hard at it?
Trying to. This is her, huh?
Here she is in all her glory.
Yeah.
What's left of it. My name is Dylan Beach, and we're selling a '69 Firebird that's been sitting since the early '90s.
Hey, it's a lot better than most of the stuff me and Dad dragged back to the shop, that's for sure.
She's got pretty good bones under her still.
Yeah.
We found it in Lindale, Texas, right in the city limits. It was in the back lot behind this old growed up brick house. You couldn't even see the car when you walked off in there. We had to take chainsaws and machetes and everything and dig it out.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at it. Sheet metal wise, it's not bad at all, at least this side.
That old man actually, he had it set up. He said he used to take it to the 8th mile track and run it a little bit. It's got lower gears in the rear. It's got the little ladder bars and all that.
Yeah?
It's
so a little bit been done to it.
Yeah, it's supposed to have a pretty healthy little cam in it and all that. It's been sitting since the early 90s.
And hello, good morning. You're on the Swap Shop. Hello.
Hello, I have for sale an older style American Standard toilet. And if anybody tells you can't get parts for an old toilet, they're just trying to sell you a new one.
You ever listen to 99.9 KMU? They have the general store. They called in on that one. It's the mail market or whatever. They called in and said, oh, we got a bunch of old cars in our backyard we need to sell. And I said, well, heck, I ought to call them. And I called, and turns out they had a bunch of them. It's had a few animals living in there.
Yeah.
Hope you got a good shop vac.
Yeah. No steering wheel, huh? Is that what the brake drum was for?
Yeah, probably. There may be one in the trunk.
For some vice grips in there.
Yeah. If not, I bet we got some of them.
And the inside, I mean, it is nasty, but it looks like it would clean up somewhat.
It looks like there's been some critters living in there for a long time. I bet it was a really cool car back 30 years ago, before my time. But it was a bucket seat car and all that, so it ought to clean up pretty good, be a pretty dang cool car.
A bit of rust there, but that's pretty much to be expected. Ain't bad on the quarters or anything.
Just a slight
Just no back bumper.
No, sir. That one was missing in action when we got it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it got scuffed and they were working on.
Yeah, I seen someone tried to do some body work there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mind if I pop the hood on it?
Go for it.
Alrighty. When y'all got it, did it roll or any of the brakes locked up? Or?
No, it actually rolled.
Rolled, yeah. Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be punched 40 over. It's got Edelbrock Performer intake on it. It's supposed to have a pretty healthy cam in it. The old man was actually using it kind of as a drag car back in the day. It was just his play toy.
That's a 400?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It ought to run pretty easily, I would think. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't think it's locked up or anything?
No, I know for a fact it isn't.
Yeah.
I actually grabbed it by hand and turned it to make sure.
See a snake skin.
Really?
Yep. Down up underneath the crank.
He's free of charge with the car.
I appreciate your dad holding on to it for us.
Heck yeah. I think we were there 3 or 4 days getting all those cars out and getting them dug out and hauled home. I mean, I had to get out with a machete and wade through stuff to get to it.
Yeah.
It was just growed up. I mean, you couldn't even see the car. I'll try to find some pictures. I think I got pictures on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
Made a lot of trips and fought a lot of snakes and wasps.
I guess I'll just try to back up to it here with it not having no steering. I'm sure we can probably kick the wheels around if we need to.
Yeah, and if not, I bet I got a pair of vice grips somewhere.
Yeah.
We kind of started as a hobby back when I was a kid, just picking up cars and old trucks. I've dug more trucks out of a hayfield and everything else. And that's what I've been tinkering on since I was probably that tall.
My
Now that we got this old 69 Firebird inside the shop, just gonna kind of give it a little bit of a once over to see a better idea of what we're working with here. Now this old hood, pretty hard to open. It's definitely gonna need some penetrating put on them hinges before we mess it up. But up underneath here, we've got our work cut out on just cleaning up all these old turds. So there's not a lot of sticks and stuff like that in here, mainly just mouse poop. I do see we've got an HEI distributor there, so that's good. We're not gonna have to worry about messing with points or anything like that. We're missing our fan, we're missing our fan shroud, belts, so I'm not really sure why that stuff was taken apart. Looks like our lower hose is also gone there. But maybe the water pump was going out on this car and they were in the process of replacing that. We're also going to have to get our pulley for the water pump there. But once we get all this cleaned off the intake, I'm sure our carburetor is going to need a ton of attention. It doesn't look too bad. Nothing looks like it got down inside there other than a few cobwebs. But this is going to be a 400 engine, which this car would have come with from the factory. Now, it'd be interesting to dig into it a little deeper to actually see if this is the original engine. That would be super cool to find out that we do have the original engine still in the car. Now, we were told that it was hopped up just a little bit, had a little bit of work done to it. I do see that we have headers on it. So it's going to be cool to hear this thing actually crank up. We've got an Edelbrock Performer intake. Did notice that as well. So there are some things on the external part of this block that have definitely been updated already. Just got the old manual brakes, manual steering. The body is in pretty good shape. I don't know if this fender's been replaced before because it's a little bit different color there, but hood's in good shape. Going across here, even our quarter panels, there's no rust on this side. Really good shape. The old wheels and tires, they actually did roll, so I don't know if they've already fought the brakes being locked up or if we're going to have to address that. You know, I'm sure the car needs wheel cylinders, master cylinders, hoses, all that good stuff. I hate that back here we do have a little bit of body damage. I think that's about the most of it I've seen on this car. And somebody has really tried their best to pull that dent back out, and honestly probably just made it a lot worse. But if we had our bumper, that would cover the majority of it. This spot right here is actually a panel that can be replaced if we need to on that. On this other side, very straight. Now down here, it does have a little rust through on this quarter panel here. So that's going to have to be addressed with a patch panel or something like that. But it's not real high up into the quarter panel, so a person could just section it in real low there and get away with a pretty good repair. But yeah, I mean, you don't come across these cars very often, or at least we don't, and to find one that still has an engine in it, a body that's straight, and it's not just completely rusted out was a super win for us. So we wanted to jump on it as quick as we could and try to get it back to the shop and see what we can do with it. Now on the inside of the car, hang on. It's locked. We've got quite the mess to clean up inside here as well. The car appears to have been yellow originally, and I don't know if that's just some primer they had sprayed on there or if they had shot the car white at some point. But white interior, bucket seats, and our steering wheel is gone, and it looks like somebody has already pretty much messed up them threads with a vice grip already. So hopefully we won't have to replace this steering column and we can just rethread that shaft there, but definitely gonna have to address that. Old brake drum here. Not sure if that goes to that car, but look at all them rat turds. Pretty rough. I really don't know how the floor pans are on this car yet. I can only imagine with it having carpet still in it and all that mouse poop and pee. Probably not the greatest of shape, but we'll see that when we get there. It is an automatic car. And then just more turds. It's not often that we see something that has just that much mouse poop in it. Bunch of cobwebs across the dash and windshield. Back here, I didn't realize it, but we are missing a back part of our rear seat. So that's a bummer. We do have the bottom, no headliner, and a ton of cobwebs. Kind of hard to see there. But overall, I think this inside will clean up pretty well. Wish we had the back part of the seat there, but we'll get to that point once we see if this thing is actually going to run for us. Obviously, we're going to need some working pedals and some working steering once we get to that point. But for right now, we just got our work cut out for us on even cleaning up this engine to see what we're working with.
I've been up, I've been down. Take my way around. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some rub.
At least you can tell a little bit more about it now, huh?
Yeah, a lot more.
I'm wondering. Yep, that thing's locked up. I bet they were pulling that apart to replace the water pump.
Could have been, yeah.
Will the alternator turn? No.
No.
Both of them locked up?
Yeah. Let's just hope the engine's not.
Yeah, he said he had turned it over, but it ain't turning over easy. Yeah. Ain't got much oil in it, and what it does is black.
Right.
Yeah. Probably need to get them plugs out and see what it looks like down in them cylinders.
Right.
I bet we're gonna have to put a little bit more oil into it though before we start turning it over, because it's pretty low. I'm glad it's got the HEI distributor though.
Keep it from having to mess with points at least.
Yeah. And I don't know, as much as them rats have packed in everything, we may end up having to pull that intake off to clean underneath it. But
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
PCV valve, I guess?
I guess.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. Just goes into the there instead of the valve covers. My wires actually are usable on this side.
Mine aren't. I've got one for sure that's bitten too, and one of them that's in the process, and several of the boots that are chewed on.
Want to get them plugs out and see what it looks like down in there?
I think so.
Well, that one looks pretty good.
Oh, mine is stiff coming out.
Yeah, that's how mine was too.
Not bad.
And just a little carbon buildup on all of them, but yeah.
That plug wire there is not any good for sure. Pretty good.
Not bad. Let's see the oil filter on this side here. I guess the starter's on your side?
Yep.
The cable's running over there.
It's in there. Back behind everything, but it's in there.
Mechanical fuel pump on it. And I'm sure that old carburetor's gonna need quite the persuasion to...
Well, I wiggled it a while ago.
Is it not stuck? Wow.
That part's not. I don't know what else is not, but
Wow. It might surprise me.
I did notice that the cable from here to there is missing though.
Ah, throttle cable's broke,
Yep.
huh? Oh. I didn't even notice if we've got keys to the thing or not.
That one's got a little rust on it there, but
Yeah. Nope. No keys. Oh man. Dropped our tech. Yeah. No keys.
it's probably going to have a heated steering wheel. The exhaust is right against the steering box, so.
No, it ain't got no steering wheel at all.
True.
You wanna grab that camera and see what it looks like?
I think we probably need to.
Probably pretty dry. Yeah, see the piston? Yeah. There is some rust on the cylinder wall though. Kind of grooved a little bit too, it looks like. Kind of looks like it was turned over dry. Ooh, yeah, this one too. It is dry in there. It doesn't look like the pistons are stuck though. That one must be at the very top. That one is too. Check out this other side. That one's at the top. Looks better than my side.
I tried to take care of this side. So.
Yeah. I say that's got a little.
Yeah.
Aim it just right. Can't quite get that one to. You can see there's a little.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely very dry in there though.
That one was a little rusty on the plug. When
Was
came
it?
out. Yep. This one coming that you're fixing to do here.
Oh, yeah. See that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's got a lot of rust on the cylinder wall.
I didn't wax that one.
Yeah. Maybe that had an open,
Well.
let some moisture get down in there. Let's get some stuff down in and let it soak for a little while. Definitely don't want to turn it over, even if it will right now, as dry as those are. hopefully something that'll lube it up and, you know, clean the rust out too.
Right.
No good. Was that the, heard something
Something up here
back
sounded like,
there?
yeah.
Nah, it's just getting tighter now. It ain't turning over. Very easy. There it goes. Good.
You can hear it.
Hit a hard spot again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still sounds a little dry, don't it? Let's pump a little bit more down in there. It may have all just went past the rings. Might just need a little bit more to help.
I'm hearing mainly this back one here that sounds.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Guess squirt them all again, huh?
I think so. Up at the top.
It's probably just hanging on that little bit of rust that one had there. Think?
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna have a mess
Oh
once
yeah.
this thing starts turning over, though. That's for sure. Try and go back the other way with it. Sounds better. Went past it that time.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. It's come out on my thumb. It did come past some though.
That sounds like everything's at least lubed at this point, huh? Phew, good thing. I didn't want to deal with
Yeah.
a seized engine. Yeah, we've made several rotations at this point. So I guess that wire is hooked up on the starter over there, best you can tell.
Best I could tell.
Just thinking if we can hook a battery to this thing and see how it turns over, you know. But that linkage, because we don't know if we're in neutral or we could be in drive, reverse, and I don't want to start turning it over. Can you reach it to see if we can put it in park or need a light?
I can see it there, but I'm not going to be able to reach it from above because my hand's too big. Oh boy.
Find it?
That's it, ain't it?
Yeah, that's it. We'll come forward.
I'm gonna need a screwdriver or
Something
something.
to stick in it?
Yep. That's it, right?
Yeah, that should be it.
Am I in it?
Yeah. That's weird. So I get stuck, huh?
Uh-huh.
Maybe I just jack it up and put on jack stands on the back for right now.
Yeah, that'd probably be the easiest right now.
Just to see. I hope this thing ain't got transmission issues if it runs. Yeah, let's get it on jack stands, put a battery on here, and see if that starter's even any good. Didn't want to at first, did it?
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh. We've got a bad oil pressure line. Pretty sure it's just, let me see that light there real quick. I think it's just pumping out all of our oil. Yeah, that little plastic line,
Yeah.
I think it's got a hole in it. I'm trying to see what we got going on here. Let me bump it real quick. Oh yeah. Yep. So we're gonna have to pull that loose off of our, comes right off the oil filter there, and we're gonna have to plug it or something. We're gonna lose all of our oil.
That'd be easier than draining it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get that little line off there. I don't really know what we've got to cap this off with. Guess we'll see what it looks like. Bet a rat chewed on it or something. So we could either go with something that caps that part. I bet I'm gonna have to take the other part off so that we have an actual,
Can you, will it reach if you stretch it? Because we can take that little thing off
no,
there.
there's no way. No. We're gonna have to take that other fitting off so that we actually have a male to screw in rather than trying to find a cap for it, I bet. Yeah, I think that one there will work. I'm glad I could see that before we made a huge mess and ran this thing out of oil.
Could have been further up underneath there where you...
It would have been hard to tell. You want to check that oil level real quick? I don't think we lost enough to even worry with adding to, but
We're not full, but we're in the...
it's safe.
Yeah, we're in the safe.
Try it again. I don't think I'm getting much compression out of this one here. There's something wrong. Yours feel all
I
right?
feel all right.
That seemed pretty good. It still sounds a little sluggish though,
Yeah.
don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we know the oil pump was
Yeah.
pumping though, because it was shooting out of the plug there. Yeah, it is a little low. You added top it off, and you want to hook the compression tester up to it and just see what we're reading,
Okay.
so we kind of have a number to go by. Need something to hold that open there. I guess I can just do it by hand. Yeah, if you want to hold that one, I'll hold this choke. Ready? That ain't good.
Nope, about 32. Not much, 35.
Try a different one. Let's see what it has. Yeah, I was hoping for some crazy high numbers, not tire pressure.
Looking about 94, 93, something like that. About 100.
Yeah, so just pretty average.
Yeah.
Let's just keep checking them, then. Remember which ones were low.
Number 2 so far. Oh, not number, second one. I don't know what number. Best one so far, 120.
Wow. Ain't that how it works?
Not as much, just 100 there, so.
Let's try that last one over there.
About 90.
And when it hit 90, it said, that's it. Huh?
Yep.
Huh.
80.
Yeah, we're starting to.
Drag down quite a bit, yep.
I know this battery's hot.
Smell like,
It's these cables.
okay, it starts to smell plastic or something.
They're getting a little warm. I think if the plugs were in it, I don't know how well it would even
Right.
turn over. I bet you it's going to be though in these cables. Or it could be, we ain't jumping it across the greatest, but I bet it's going to be these old cables. Try my side. Oops. 70-ish, 75. Yeah, just not great readings. Honestly, feel like though if it was turning over faster, we'd get that extra pump of pressure out of it. $90.
So far, the second one over here is the
Yeah, the main.
issue. Got one smoking over there. A little hot, or ground is.
Yeah, I think I think that wire is just not doing its job. Smells like a swimming pool liner.
Yeah, it does.
That one seems workable. Last one here. I think we're gonna have to go find some cables though. Yeah, this one's probably the best of this side. Yeah, I think it'll definitely run for sure. But let's pull that valve cover off. See what let's pray for a stuck valve and not, you know, bad rings or something.
Right.
And in the meantime, I'm going to try to find some cables to see if we can get this thing to turn over a little faster. This cable doesn't look terrible, but I've seen them before where they look fine and they're just got a weak spot somewhere in them.
Disconnect this wire real quick.
Wow, it looks pretty
Looks
clean.
good, yeah.
Yeah, it looks good in there.
Well, the gasket stayed on, but
It tore on part of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like it may have already been, but
You say it was that cylinder there?
yeah.
Hard to tell. Let me get that other cable on there where we can actually turn it over with that cover off.
Okay.
This ain't the greatest looking cable itself, but it may be better than what we got. At least it's black,
Yeah.
not red.
Now you got a 50-50 chance of being wrong.
Yeah. I'll hook that on back up and see what it does. Go. A lot better. A lot faster.
Yeah. Feels about the same, but I mean, it's the other front one.
Does it look like they're all working, coming all the
Yeah,
way
it
back
looks
up?
like it.
Let's hook back to it real quick.
Coming up at least.
Yeah. I think that's pretty equivalent to
yeah.
most of the other ones.
Like I said, this back one over here had 120, but
Yeah.
it's got all that extra grit in there to help.
Well, it could still have a lot of that oil because we pumped a lot
yeah.
down in there, and that's going to help it to have more compression, or show it on the gauge, anyways. It sounds like it's turning over fairly even, though. I mean,
Right,
it
yeah.
doesn't- No weird clunks or sounds like that. I'm gonna hit it again. Oh, you unplug me. Yeah, I don't see no reason to take this side off
I
right
don't either.
now. 'Cause
I mean, if it's as clean as this
yeah,
side.
it looks good.
Yeah.
Did you ever get that carburetor to?
Yeah, I tinkered with it here, just a hair in that. I think it's, there it goes, yep.
It's working, ain't it? Guess we should have disconnected that, but go ahead and do it now. I highly doubt there was any kind of fuel that was going to try to pump up anyways. Yeah, it's been a long time since that's had anything running through it. I guess we're going to have to address our plug wires and plugs back in it. Good thing about them HEIs, we should be able to just run a hot wire from that to our battery there, and she should spark.
Yeah.
We want to go ahead and put some plugs back in it, or
I think so.
get those put in it and start running our new wires, I guess. So now that we've got this engine turning over again, we're just going to go ahead and replace our spark plugs as well as our spark plug wires. Now at this point, we're not getting the greatest compression reading from our cylinders there, but hopefully once we get a little fire and hear this thing crank up, all that'll change.
Yeah, we're getting fire.
Looks good,
Yeah,
huh?
looks good.
It still ain't turning over the greatest, but we're getting fire. That's a good thing about them old distributors, man. If you got as long as your wire's good to the good 12-volt source,
Right.
they normally work pretty good. We can try to put some gas down in it at this point, I guess. We still don't know what gear we're in.
Right. But it's up on stands, so it's not going to run over us.
Put a little fuel in it and see at least if it tries.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got all of our wires in the right order, but we'll know pretty quick if they're not. She's gonna run, ain't she?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, almost acting like it's a little flooded, ain't it? Shoot. That stinks. I forgot about this old
Yeah, me too.
rusted PCV valve.
I don't think it's getting any.
Not enough gas. I think we're gonna have a smoke show.
I think so. Alrighty.
I think we still just need a little bit more fuel down in it. Oh gosh.
Popping gas. Plan for popping gas.
Oh no. I was looking at the sandstorm back there. Good grief. Where was that coming out of? Is that gas?
Yeah, that's gas. Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
seen it trying to fill up in the.
I'd have never believed that. Let me open this door. This is bad. Whew. I don't know how many dirt dauber nests it'd take to make that much red dirt smoke come out of this thing.
I don't know what was it over there that Is it an exhaust leak or something? Because I seen a little bit of yellow.
Oh, really? I
Something
don't
come out
know.
over there.
I don't know. I caught that out of the corner of my eye.
And it could have came up maybe from underneath or something.
Well, I'd have never believed that thing would have pumped up fuel. So our fuel pump's working, and we
Yep.
have a tank that actually
Holds
holds
fuel.
liquid. There's no way we can use that. I know it's got to be terrible. You gonna try it again? Maybe we should disconnect the.
We'll put a little bit more in the.
Let me go ahead and disconnect the fuel
Fuel
line
pump.
down there. You know what's crazy is we've, had new fuel pumps on stuff that takes longer than that
Yeah.
for it to even pump up there. I thought that was coolant coming out of the head there. I was like, oh no.
I seen it coming up into the filter there, and then
I'm just curious if it's gonna actually squirt that fuel that you put down in the bowl.
right.
I'm just wondering if we hook fresh fuel up to it, will that carburetor actually function somewhat?
I bet it will.
Ready? It's probably still gonna pump a little bit out. That is crazy, the amount of dirt that's coming out of that.
Thought it was going to idle, and I think it just ran out of what I put in it.
Not near as much on your side though, huh?
Well, mine doesn't come out the side here. I was looking. It's blowing all right back, right out across over here.
I guess that's a first. Is that just from last time?
Yeah.
Man, I bet if we filled that, let's fill that back up again and see if she'll idle for us. Don't want to run it too much until we get some water, get that water pump replaced and something to help cool it down, but it'd be neat to hear it idle. It's kind of hard to tell at this point, but I would definitely say it's nothing too radical on the engine.
Right. Oh, I see it coming in up there, so must be full.
Your wheel's not turning, right?
I haven't looked at it
This
yet,
one
so-
hasn't turned any,
Okay.
so. Yeah, it's I don't know, I hear a little bit of something. That sounds good. Mm-hmm. And it's idling.
Yeah.
A little high, but that could be because we're fully choked too.
Right. It could have a vacuum somewhere.
Right, yeah. I think we probably need to get some water running into it though. You
Right.
know what I mean? I don't want to overheat it. I already hear it talking a little bit to us.
Need that lower hose.
Yeah. But like I said, I think we're gonna need to replace that. Find us a pulley,
Oh yeah.
belt,
Fan, shroud.
all that stuff. Yeah, something attacked the cooling system of this for some reason.
It's probably living somewhere else.
Yeah. Let's see what we can find. At least start tackling that, I guess. things off a little bit.
I bet it is. It sounds like it.
I want to see this start moving, but I guess that thermostat needs to open up. Sounds good, though.
Yeah.
We got headers, maybe 18-inch glass pack, and then just that little piece of pipe. That's all there is. Nothing moving yet. I guess I'll wait until we see it warm up to hook that fan up. Is your wheel turning or anything? No. I'm gonna see if we're charging.
Okay.
Yep. Charging. Is it leak in there?
Yeah, still got a little bit of a leak. Yep.
There it goes. I bet it opened then.
Yeah, you feel a little warm.
It went way down, so.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Whew, hear me. Blowing the right way? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this wheel's turning.
Oh, yeah. Something going on, ain't it?
Yeah. Thing's stuck. Can you look down there and see if it looks like it's moving at all? Because that should have a cable, I would think. If you want to look down there.
It's not moving.
Can you see if
Yeah, I can see it, but just barely.
does it look like there's a cable to it, or?
It's like a rubber boot. So yeah, I'm thinking that it's probably got a cable going to it, and then it's got that rubber boot that kind of goes back, kind of helps bring it.
I bet we're gonna have to, I'm gonna kill this.
Okay.
I bet we're gonna have to pull that console up and spray that linkage real good on that,
Oh yeah.
because it's, like I said, I believe there should be a cable that runs down to that, and I bet you it's froze on both ends, not allowing it to. move back and forth.
I bet that's hot up underneath there. Oops. Yeah, I feel a cable.
There he is.
Yep. Oh, yep. I can move the,
Oh, really?
yep. Not a whole lot, but I can move it some.
So you're actually shifting through the gear
Yep.
there. Yeah, I guess what we were looking at there was where you could have had a rod style
Yeah.
shifter.
Yeah, off the
thing.
column. Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that it was in the floor there. Yeah. Feels like I'm going 1, 2, 3. It won't stay in the fourth one that I hit, but
Yeah, I bet it's not going all the way in the park.
right.
Let's It's a homemade deal anyways. Oh gosh. There's a ton of rat's nest in that console. Yeah. Just pull that apart and see what we can spray, and I'd love to see it working. Then obviously it's gonna need a ton of transmission fluid. Maybe she'll go in gear for us. So unfortunately, it looks like we're at the point of having to go ahead and tackle this 50-something pounds of rat poop on the interior. Hopefully we can get this thing cleaned out where we can actually pull loose this console, see what's maybe stuck on the shifting linkage, and get this thing to actually go in gear for us.
Ready?
Nothing?
No, there it is, there. Yeah.
Going backwards, or was it?
It was going backwards.
All right. Nothing.
It's just started now.
We're still low.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a little bit more. But at least it is going in gear.
Yeah.
How many you put in so far?
Put 2 in while ago. I'll put another one in now. I bet it takes all of it.
Yeah. It wasn't showing nothing on the stick, was it? Oh yeah. Let me shift it in drive. That one's still turning?
No, it's not. It is now.
I think we're pretty close there. Put it in park where we can actually check the level.
Yeah, looks good.
Pretty good?
Yep.
You can go ahead and kill it. I'll see if she moves. Got backwards. I think our brakes may need a little bit more adjusting, but they are just manual brakes too.
Right, yeah.
Man, the thing sounds good. You want to open up the door there? Can't hardly see.
Yeah.
Kind of see what we got up underneath here now, huh?
Yeah.
That's why we had all that dirt come out.
Yep.
I bet you this car set real low. Oh my gosh, that whole glass pack's just...
Wedged in there.
Yeah. I bet all kinds of water and everything else got up in
Probably
there.
so. Yep.
What do they got going on?
Exhaust hangers.
I guess so, but did they use the emergency brake cable? Yeah.
I don't know. There's something there.
No. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they got some kind of rigging going on. Little rust here.
Yeah, I see some right there.
Same spot. I guess that's where your. Is that where your feet go? Maybe on the back seat.
I bet so.
Maybe. But the front floor pan's pretty good shape. Yeah, mine ain't bad at all. And I don't know where we might have been losing training fluid at, because everything looks really dry back here on it too, don't it?
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Oil pan took a hit at some point. And let's forget, we still need to change that oil. And I'm not sure on our brakes. They may need a little bit of more adjusting on them. 'Cause it feels like it should have a little bit more stuff to her. We only got one leaf spring here. One leaf, and then they got these.
Traction bars.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think these brakes can be adjusted a little bit too. Might not hurt to check the
Gear oil.
Yeah.
Yep.
tank. Looks rough, don't it?
Yeah, but
Not as bad as some of them I've
I'd
seen.
say.
The old fuel line there is bad.
Yep, really bad. Both ends, this end down, looks like that too.
We'll have to drop that and see exactly what, you know, if it's salvageable or needs to be replaced, because I'd really rather not drive around with a boat tank
Right.
strapped to the top of the hood. Not bad though. Not bad at all. I feel like we could definitely give some attention to this exhaust. So
Yeah, that definitely
rusted
needs-
out there. Ew. Old headers are starting to rust too.
Yeah, you can tell they set on the ground some, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't think it's rusted through. Let's try to pull that exhaust loose. See what we can't do to. Already sounds great, but I know it can sound a lot better, for sure.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain on a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Yesterday and days before, but it's cold and rain is hard. I know, then I wait for all my time. Till forever, on it goes, through the circles, fast and slow. I know, it can't stop, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know,
So it seemed like we were at the point of getting this car running really well. We've got the new exhaust underneath it now. We've even got brakes to stop the car. It seemed like everything was going the way we needed it to until we found out we had no oil pressure. So at this point, we just want to go ahead and drop that pan and see exactly what it may be that's causing this issue. That one's in there. Okay. I got all of them?
The best I can tell. All of them on my side for sure.
You know, we're gonna have to, that pan is close to that cross member, so we'll probably have to pull the motor mounts loose, huh?
Yeah.
To raise the engine up some to get it out. I don't know if it'll. See if I can at least get it to pry off there.
That's out there. I don't know if this will help you a little bit better. I kind of cheated. I got it up there by the motor mount and got it where I could probably miss that. There it goes. Definitely gonna have to do something.
Well, so. Yeah.
Not much gonna have to change, but a little bit.
So we could pull that main bolt out of the center of it, or we're gonna have to pull them from the block. Did they weld that?
That's what I was fixing to say. Mine feels like it's got a weld or something right there on it. Because it's not screwed all the way in.
It looks like the bolt's sticking out and they just welded the bolt. So that completely eliminates pulling that out, huh?
Right.
And then I'm a little concerned, hopefully we've got plenty of room, because it'll mainly just be the front of the engine lifting,
Right, yeah.
hopefully. We want to
won't
be
have
sure on our exhaust and transmission, all that stuff, we're not accidentally picking up the car. Let's pull them loose, I guess, from the block. We got to. And then hopefully that'll allow us to lift the engine enough to slide that pan out.
Right.
Good?
It's good.
Now maybe we can take and loosen them last two off, I guess. We want to be sure when we start lifting this so that nothing's hanging and we don't lift the car.
Right.
I guess give me that when you get done with it, because I ain't found the socket.
Okay. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm not gonna get mine all the way out, just to make sure.
Yep.
Watch your fingers. Okay. One's out.
Coming up, ain't it?
Coming up.
You feel the car lifting yet, or?
No.
No?
It is just, I mean, probably that much more.
Yeah.
See it?
Just wondering if I could maybe get something in there just to pry it up just a hair, you know.
Right.
Let me try this maybe. A little bit more.
Huh?
A little more.
A little more if you got it. Oh, there it comes.
Yeah, don't look too bad in there, does it?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know if it's even got a screen on it. It looks nasty there.
Let me put this board in here and we'll drop this back down.
Okay.
Think that'll work? Should. That look like that'll catch on that pulley?
Yeah.
Okay. It did look like there was some sludge
Yeah,
down there around that drain plug though. Oh yeah, that thing's bad.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's
It's a big old piece of, it's not metal. Yep, I bet you that's gonna be our issue. It's kind of,
yes,
Yeah.
mucky
yeah.
sludge.
And then this. Oh yeah. It's pretty thick.
And it's right up against.
It's right up against
yeah.
it, see? Yep. It's a good thing that we, you know, normally we won't hook nothing, no kind of sensors up to check anything,
Right.
but I'm glad we did on this one, because we probably wouldn't have made it too far before this thing started knocking on us. Let's see if we can't find a pump and start cleaning all this mess up, I guess.
Yeah.
So our oil pressure is way better, around 50 PSI right now. Of course, we're not up to temperature yet, but hopefully she'll hold true for us. Went ahead and also replaced some tie rod ends, because where this car just sat on the ground, they look terrible. So, didn't want to chance that. Thing sounds so good.
dog to walk. Somebody call the dog to walk.
Well guys, this old dirty bird has definitely come a long ways from where we found her. When we found this old girl, she'd been setting up for over 35 years, and we had no idea what it was going to take to actually get this thing on the road again. Not really sure what the future holds for this old bird, but at this point, it's evident she was meant to fly. We hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Somebody call the dog to walk.